Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are here in Brisbane doing a unboxing and review on the Brisbane 4x4 Expo. Still no Navara. Hey guys, we are here with Ryan from Bow Desert Exhaust. I do have a couple of questions for you guys. I've got a D22 Navara. You guys use a 2 3/4 inch pipe. Why is that? Everyone else is doing 3 inch. Why do you guys use a 2 3/4 inch pipe?
So the pipe size is the big deciding factor of what we want to put on cars. If it's a smaller motor, obviously you're not producing that much gas. It's only a 4-cylinder motor. Really, it's not going to fill out the 3-inch pipe. So if you go too big, you're going to end up losing your low-down torque. So 2 3/4 inch is a good size for it.
You guys are probably one of the more premium, well, you guys are a premium exhaust provider. What can you expect from a premium exhaust as opposed to your cheaper eBay specy? We won't mention names, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. So fitment quality is number one in what we do. We make sure that everything fits properly. There's no rattles, no issues that way, and the quality of our stuff as well. So all our welds, our flange plates and brackets, now it's made out of a full 304 grade product. The welds are a 309 stainless wire, and our tube for our base product is 441 stainless steel. So it's pretty good tube.
Much better. Lastly, do you guys do, obviously you guys do your standard work. Do you guys do custom work?
Yes and no. At the moment, we're just trying to catch up on all of our kit exhausts at the moment. We do custom exhausts, depending on the car, obviously. If it needs a modification, if going around a fuel tank or anything like that, we can always do that. But even if it's a Mitsubishi Canter, a truck, or if it's a track drift car, anything like that, we can do that too. So.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries.
We have a couple of questions. Well, I've got a couple of questions. Now, I'm rolling in a D22 Navara. Options for a D22 Navara for airbags. Now, I've thrown some feelers out for airbags, and there's a lot of misconceptions and possibly, misinformation out there around airbags. Firstly, we'll start with the D22 options available that you guys have. 0, 2, or 3 inch.
Yeah, so have you got a 3-inch lift? Awesome. So we do have kits available to suit up to 3 inches. Standard height as well for those standard height vehicles. So full bolting kit, no drilling or fabricating required, nice and easy.
What's the way to gauge how much you should, because obviously coming back to those misconceptions about the snapped chassis relating to airbags, like I said, possibly a lot of misinformation out there. What's the guide? How much should you be inflating them and to avoid those kinds of issues?
So really, end of the day, the only way you're going to bend your chassis is overloading your vehicle. That's with or without airbags installed. Or if you're misusing the vehicle, like you're going at full pace down a beach and hitting a washout, that's how you're going to bend your chassis. So it's got nothing to do with the airbags. Airbags are purely there to level your vehicle out, make it nice and safe, and that's pretty much it.
What sets you guys apart from the other airbag companies out there?
I've been around since 1995. We've done a lot of world firsts, like caravans on full air suspension, GQ Patrol, GU Patrol as well. What else? What else have we done? And we're going to keep going for many years. So that's pretty much it.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time. So we just have a couple of questions. First of all, there's so many different brands of filters available. What sets you guys apart from the competition?
Certainly. Well, look, we're Australia's oldest filter brand, and our main differences between us and the other guys is that we're an OE spec filter. So all our filters meet and exceed OE specs, meaning that if you are using a Ryco filter, you're using a filter that is as good as all the genuine filters.
So the importance of a good filter, what can happen from using cheaper filters? You know, we primarily you've got air, oil, fuel, all three of which. What kind of bad can happen from using cheap, nasty filters?
Sure. Look, we'll start with an oil filter, and the main thing with an oil filter is that it needs to remove all the contaminants out of the oil. If you leave all the contaminants in there, or even just a few, sludge starts to build up in the engine, and once sludge has started to build up, things start to go wrong, engines start to wear out, and then you go up for a costly repair. Air filters, obviously, we're removing all the dirt and dust out of the air, and once that's done, you've got a cleaner air intake, much better fuel economy, and also normal power as well.
And fuel filter?
Fuel filter, well, if your fuel's not being filtered, you're getting dirty fuel in there, which can hurt your fuel pump. It can also hurt the injectors. And then once the vehicle starts running rough because the fuel's not as it's supposed to be, you'll start to get vehicle problems. You'll start to get running rough. The oil starts to degrade and things like that. So it's just a flow-on effect from things like that. So
that can be very, very costly repairs as well. Not something that you really want to happen to your four-wheel drive. You guys are now doing catch cans as well. That's correct?
Yes, look, we certainly are. We started these about a year and a half or so ago. We've got a universal fitment kit, which is handy for anybody. Plus, we've also got our vehicle-specific catch can kits also for our late model vehicles. We've got 18 in the range at the moment. The advantage there is that once they're fitted, they look like a factory fit. So you can do a fuel water separator on there, your catch can as well, which will keep your air intake clean and your vehicle running as the best it can. Yeah. And avoid those costly manifold cleans.
For those who don't know what an oil catch can does, what is it actually doing?
Okay, now the main reason for a catch can is with late model diesels, the inlet manifolds start to block up over time, and the reason they block up is because you're getting oil vapour out of the inlet, out of the rocker cover, coming into your inlet manifold. That oil is supposed to be burnt, but it actually sticks to the side of the intake manifold. Your EGR valve then opens up and all your diesel particulate goes in, sticks to that greasy surface, and all of a sudden you get like a peanut butter paste start to build up. So if you can avoid that, your inlet manifold doesn't have to come off, and it's about a $1,500 repair if it does have to come off. So you're removing all the oil vapour from going into the engine, and that gets stuck in the catch can.
I love peanut butter. I don't want that in my engine though.
No, it's almost as bad as Vegemite, yeah.
Oh. All right, thank you very much. I could catch nothing with that. Surely we need a company boat. A fishing workshop? Yeah, I probably should. Good. I'm very sorry to interrupt your lunch. It's that time of the day. No, Clay. I've seen you on the telly, haven't I? Or YouTube? No, I don't watch the telly anymore. So Ultimate Diesel Tuning, obviously you guys do diesel tuning. So my audience is largely D22 specific. What kind of power gains can we expect to see from a D22 Navara, the YD25?
YD25, look, on average you see about, well, I suppose first, take a step back. The first thing that we really focus on is making sure the car's in good mechanically order. So you've probably seen a lot of my videos, we do a pre-tune inspection, we're running the cars up in the dyno because some cars are, of a newer age, and some cars have done a few Ks, and some cars have been in some serious mud and they haven't had the best life. It's important that we're checking out to make sure they're mechanically right, and from there, making sure what the customer uses the vehicle for, and then tuning it for their requirements.
All comes back to you can't polish a turd. You got to make sure the car's, you don't want to tune a piece of poo. Yeah, absolutely.
An issue, you're effectively going to amplify the issue. By tuning it, you're not getting rid of the issue. So we need to make sure they're in good mechanical order before the vehicle goes in and gets tuned and we do any performance upgrades. So on average, we're sort of seeing 25% gains, but the big thing is we want to get that torque in down low in the rev range so the car really responds. So if you are forward driving, soft, sand, towing, whatever it might be, it does it a lot easier.
Now, what can we expect to pay for, like you mentioned that you guys do a lot of pre-checks as well before you actually do the tuning. What can we kind of expect to pay for a tune and everything that you're talking about?
Yeah, so our whole process involves a pre-tune inspection, mechanically making sure the car's in good working order, and from there we go through and based on the vehicle's use and the customer's requirements, we custom dyno tune the vehicle. So around about $14.95 custom dyno tune for your vehicle.
What can you expect from a cheaper bad tune?
Look, it's not about from our perspective about ridiculing anyone about how they tune or what they do, but it's about making sure the process is right. So diagnosing, boost leaks, turbos, the VNTs aren't working right, injectors having injector issues, all these sort of things that people think, oh, maybe just getting a tune will help. But as I go back, that potentially amplifies the mechanical issues you've got. Then we see other issues down the track. So it's really important to check those issues and concerns before you go tuning your vehicle. And, whether it be a new or old car, you still need to go through and do that. And that's what we're passionate about. We also have our shops, Brisbane, Gold Coast and Melbourne. We then tune for 22 other shops across Australia as well. So, yeah.
There you go. So, for example, in my case, I'm seeing rather high ECTs at the moment. As a perfect example there's no point in me doing that tune just yet. But it may well be worth my time to give you guys a buzz and possibly get that rectified. And
So the cause of what makes a car run hot is fuel. So if you're putting more diesel into your vehicle, what you're seeing is that vehicle running hot. Now, what's causing that? Maybe, obviously, the intercooler effectiveness on some cars are not where they should be. And if, obviously in different makes and models, they're blocked. We see those problems. We see boost leaks. Boost leaks cause less boost, more fuel, heat. These are all the things that cause problems.
So those fuel to air ratios.
AFRs, we need to have them in the right spot and obviously where we want to see them. And by diagnosing it on the dyno on an effective running road, you can see those issues. It's not going down the road at 80 k's an hour, checking, looking down and trying to do something where we can hold a car at 3,000 RPM and see what the vehicle's doing, or 2,000, and see what the vehicle does at 80 kilometres an hour, as an example.
Now, where did you say that you guys have stores again?
Yeah, so we've got stores in Brisbane, Gold Coast and Melbourne. They're our ultimate diesel tuning stores.
Lovely. Thank you very much for your time.
Awesome. Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
show.
Will do.
This just literally showing that we did take some time setting things up. I'm not going to go.
Looks like it's Pensioners Day. Yes. Just need some RGB rock lights. I could have a bush stuff in this. What's up? You know what we should do? We should just sell our cars and go halves in a troopy and just travel. What could possibly go wrong? Nah, just kidding. This must be the grey Nomad section. So we've just stopped for a quick bite to eat. We are going to go down and we'll go back up and have a couple more chats with some more people, hopefully, and hopefully hunt down Sam Isles. And maybe some more. Maybe Shauno. Maybe Graham. Maybe everyone. Just going to hunt everyone down. Let's go. Guys, we're here with Tommy from Patriot Campers. Nice to meet you.
Andrew, mate. Nice to see you.
What's in the making this year for Patriot?
No, Patriots, it's always moving so quickly. We've got Peaco on display this year, and I think that's our big focus at the moment. But really pushing that tray and canopy setups. That's our big focus. This show is all about Peaco, with the trays, with the trailers and the canopies and the other things thrown in. So.
And am I correct saying that Sammy Isles has just put one on his?
Hey, Sammy Isles has put one on his. It looks amazing. I have to say, we've been already inundated with inquiries. So it definitely looks the part, and I think he's really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What's your role here with Patriot?
So with Patriot, I'm the national sales manager. So I look after all the dealers around the country and around the world. So if they've got an inquiry, it comes through me and distributes out. So yeah, basically making sure that everyone's doing the right job, do dealer visits, making sure that they're all audited. So yeah, really good.
Excellent. So surely this year we can expect some kind of collaboration between Patriot and Adventure Pro and 4x4. Surely that's on the cards there. I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm kind of a big deal.
You're talking to the wrong man. I'm just a salesman. I'll put a good word in though.
Absolutely. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time. Guys, we are now here with Michael from Peaco. Now, can you give us a run through of some of these trays and give some specs, some features, give us a bit of a rundown.
Definitely. So we've got behind us, this is our 300 extended version of our 79 series Land Cruiser tray. So obviously the chassis is extended to accommodate for the longer tray. With that, we then accommodate, we've got a 3/4 canopy, which for us is our, I suppose, the Rolls Royce of what we do. They come standard with all the internal fit outs, fridges, electronics, battery management, central locking, pretty much everything you can possibly put in a box.
Yep. So all aluminium or steel? What are they made of?
Yeah, so all aluminium construction, chassis rails on the tray themselves, steel for the weight bearing side of things. But yeah, pretty much everything's alloy, all fabricated in-house down on the Gold Coast at our Patriot Campers factory. So yeah.
So everything done under the one roof?
Yeah, well, a couple of roofs, but yeah, we're all everything's done. So everything that runs through our Peaco is also running down the same line as what our Patriot production is as well. So yeah.
Knock-up time for one of these things. How long does it take you guys? They look like a very, very intricate piece. They are beautiful. They're an absolute masterpiece. How long does it take you? There's a lot of different folds, bends, and things that look like go into it. How long does it take you to knock one up?
Definitely. So the actual manufacturing time of the product itself is a little bit hard to judge on the fact that there's so many different processes to tie into it. So if you sort of went like if you called it 2 to 3 weeks by the time if we actually had material, everything ready to go, it's probably about 2 to 3 weeks to put the whole concept together. But the actual final construction of it, we'd probably put one of these together in about 2 days for this full setup.
Wow, that's a lot less time than I was expecting. Yeah. That's incredible. Some hardworking boys in the shop.
So because of how specific our fitment is to every vehicle, we do have a set range of vehicles that we fit them to. So the Jeep Gladiator, the D-Max, and if you would have seen the GU Patrol and Sam Isles, are our 3 latest and greatest that we've brought out. Obviously then we cater for the 79 series Land Cruiser in various different combinations, 6-wheel drive, single cabs. We've also got our Rams, so 2500 and 15s, Hilux, Ranger, BT. So there is still quite a few vehicles on the market that we don't necessarily have products for, but that does come down to, I suppose, the time, market, that sort of stuff, and the cost of the product at the end of the day as well. So
that's a negative for a D22 Navara. We're not seeing one for that anytime soon. No. That's cool. Thank you very much for talking to us today, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go see if we can find the one that I wrote off. Little bit of fun. Little trip down memory lane. A 6-wheeler GU wagon. 6-wheeler GQ wagon. Not even a chop, just wagon.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Simon from Customer Pro Bash Plates, and we're selling bash plates here at the 4-wheel drive show, and it's really exciting and stuff like that. What? How are ya? So, Maddie, how you going?
Swell, thank you.
So, how's your day going?
Good.
Have a good time? Yeah? You're burning treads. Stripping thread. Haven't heard that one. That's a good one.
That's all I've got.
Mate, guys like me have to pay people $10,000 to come up with stuff like that. Yeah, you want a job?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a little bit go to customoffroad.com.au for your bash plates for your vehicles or 4-wheel driving.
What do you guys offer for the D22 Navara?
Still make those.
No, and for good reason.
No, I've actually got a 4mm stainless plate, 250.
That's alright. A D22 Navara. We both do, yeah, he's got a single cab. I didn't convince him, I conned him. There's a very big difference. Where is he? I can smell him. He's around here somewhere. A101, I'm coming to find you, Sam. Turns out we were going the polar opposite way that we needed to be going to find the elusive Sam Isles. So we're going back down towards the 6x6 patrol cab, because why not? There it is. Do you think I'll clear those with 2 inches lift? I could fit that in the nav engine bay easy. Nice to meet you.
You're calling me out on Instagram already?
Absolutely.
You're trying to look official.
I am. We've already been mistaken for having a like twice, 3 times out for having our own little store somewhere, and it's like, no, we're actually just a couple of scrubs up for the day. Guys, we did it. We managed to track down Sam. Sam, how you enjoying Queensland?
Oh, it's amazing. It's hot, but everything apart from that is good.
Who, be honest, you know, there's no need to not hurt our feelings, but who has the better beaches?
WA, I'm hurting your feelings. Only because of the rules, man. No permits, no speed limits, no cops, no registration required on the beach. But here, it's like it's a road. It's no good.
Fair enough. Four-wheel drive tracks. Who has a better four-wheel drive tracks? You're pretty central because you're Sunny Coast, aren't you? So you realistically, you're at a pretty central location between Cape, Victorian High Country. There's heaps about. But who has a better four-wheel drive tracks?
That's why I picked the coast. I think you got a lot more to offer when it comes to like the inland stuff. We don't get as many crossings. We don't get good mud or anything. So yeah, I think you've got it on the inland tracks. So
Cool. What, like, you know, obviously you are kind of every YouTuber's, you know, success story to go to. What made you start a YouTube channel?
Kind of fell into it. Like the original stuff happened when I put it on there just for friends and family to see, like that first trip to Cape York. Like it wasn't a channel, but since that was already established, doing the build, it was already a platform that had some people on there. So I was like, better, you know, they were asking me questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? LS swap, and just threw it on there to teach people. So that's how it kind of started. It was not meant to be a job, I guess you could say. But yeah, when it starts taking away time from my day job, I'm like, well, it's got to become my job now. So I fell into it, but yeah, and it wasn't a planned thing, not really, no.
So what was your day job before this?
Engineering, actually. Yeah. 6 years of study, like 2 years in the industry, and then I was out of there. So is it a waste? I don't know, let you decide.
Absolutely not. You know, the 40s, what's going on with the 40s?
It's I don't know, actually. I looked at it and I was like, man, this thing looks ridiculous, but that's what I'm going for. It's just a marketing thing. I mean, people say they want to come see the big truck at the show. It kind of was chosen by you guys anyway. I mean, I ran a poll on Instagram. I was like, let's slam it on its bump stops or lift it. For some reason, everyone wanted lifted. Like, there's not enough lifted four-wheel drives here, but that's what we did. And then I was like, man, it looks silly with the tyres, so I needed bigger wheels to suit the lift. And then it just went from there, and everything got big all of a sudden. So that's why it's on there.
Awesome. What's next in line for Building Up Ball?
Well, the 80, as you can see right there, it is getting very close. So that is the next kind of big build, you'd call it. That's all out, like engine, everything. I've done other conversions here and there for just motors, whatever, but this is like another car for me. So that's what's happening. That's consuming the next couple of months for me. And then, yeah, hopefully some more trips once it's built.
Awesome. Obviously, very impressive cars, but the question on everyone's mouths, when are you getting a Navara?
A Navara? Navara? Nah, mate. TJ's got that one buttoned up for me. I don't need to worry about the Navara life. It's got a Nissan badge. We're halfway there, so yeah. The new Navara. Have you seen the new ones with the big grille? Looks a bit different. I don't dig it. I like the kind of 2020 versions are good, but the new one, it's got to grow on me. I don't know.
I think they hit the nail on the head before the facelift. I agree. Surely there's some kind of collaboration coming between us soon. I can feel it. Absolutely.
When the Navara breaks, you need someone to fix it, right?
And it will happen very quickly, I can guarantee. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you very much for your time, man.
Appreciate it. No,
I'm never washing that hand again.
Disgusting.
We did it. We found him. The man, the myth, the legend. We found him. He even got my shout out on Instagram, or my call out on Instagram. I'm happy, man. We can go home. Yeah, no, we can go home. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget you can give a like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Head to the website to get yourself your own AP4x4 shirt, slap sticker, or a windshield banner, whatever floats your goat. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Surely next year we have our own stand. Adventure prone 4x4. We could do that. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to see a stand. By the way, I think that tow truck up there, that had your name on it, Sam Miles. Oof. Big oof. That's a challenge. I am putting it in the video.